Leaving the Democrat Party's echo chamber has challenges, but it's not impossible. This post comes from Matt Van Swole over on X. He says, as a former liberal and Democrat voter, let me just say it's incredibly difficult to break out of a liberal media echo chamber once you're in it. The volume of peer pressure weaponized to shame and silence any dissenting voices or even reasonable questions is mind-blowing. A lot of open-minded, incredibly intelligent individuals are genuinely terrified to ask questions or seek the truth. I have a lot of empathy for these people because that was me just a couple of months ago. It took a horrific hurricane and massive government failure to wake me up. Without it, I would still be looking down my nose at MAGA, thinking I was a better and smarter person than you. The left-wing media literally trains you to think this way. It's a game of moral superiority in which you are always the winner, even if your idea is the loser, because it's coming from you, and you are the better person because you agree with them and have the experts, quote-unquote experts, on your side. We'll get back to that. It is almost impossible to change a mind like that, like mine. What woke me up what woke me up was seeing my life not fit into a media narrative. I saw that what I thought was just news was actually a hand-picked, carefully crafted story to make me believe exactly one way. It wasn't news, it was a storybook. And once you see that, it's impossible to unsee it. And I want to go back to what he said because this is very true. Pay attention. It's a game. He's referring to left-wing media. It's a game of moral superiority in which you are always the winner, even if your idea is the loser, because it's coming from you, and you are the better person because you agree with them and you have the experts on your side. This is the part, and the reason that I'm sharing this, it's like, oh, wow, that's not exactly mind-blowing, except if you stop to think about it, it sort of is. And it really dives into the strategy from the globalist elite cabal, from the uniparty swamp, from the deep state, from the leftists. They make it to where failure is not necessarily failure as long as you're taking their version of the higher ground. And their version of the higher ground is to be anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, anti-America in any way. Okay? Listen, you don't get... There was a time when being unpatriotic could get you in trouble, could make you an outcast in society. Those days, it's been reversed. Today, if you are pro-American, you have far greater chance of being exposed to ridicule or violence or even legal repercussions in some cases. It's the dumbest thing. If you wave around an American flag, in a public area, you are far, I mean exponentially, more likely to be stopped by local authorities, by business owners, by fellow citizens, than if you were to wave around, say, an LGBTQIA plus supremacy flag, or a Ukrainian flag, or even, waving around an American flag will get you more hostility in many areas of America than if you were to wave around an ISIS flag. That's the sad reality. And it's based upon the indoctrination and brainwashing that has been happening for decades through legacy media. I'm very happy for Matt Swole, who I don't even know. Apparently I followed him. I didn't realize I'd followed him until I saw a post. I think it was actually Elon Musk who had reposted it. And then I saw this post. I'm like, yes, this is it. We say, hey, we got the truth on our side. We've got the policies are working. They're being reversed. Everybody and their dog should realize, holy crap, Joe Biden was very wrong. Alejandro Mayorkas was very wrong. The Democrat Party has been very wrong about the border. They kept saying, hey, we can't do anything. It's the Republicans that are stopping us from securing the border. President Trump comes in and boom, it's done. Okay, it's not done, but it went from a mass invasion to a trickle at the border. You'd think that because of the results, that should be enough to wake people up, but it's not. We're going to have to fight. We're going to have to pray. And I know this might be hard for some of you, but we're going to have to pray for them being those people that are still stuck in the Democrat and legacy media echo chamber. Pray that they'll see the light. Pray that they'll understand. Because facts alone, apparently, for many of them, is just not enough to break through this shield of superiority that they think covers them. The best place to find most of my stuff in real time, as it happens, is X. Go to x.com/JD Rucker, and you can find my shows, my various clips, many of my articles, and just random ramblings of a conservative Christian in California.